How do you feel about people going to O Block just to visit, like normal people?
I would say it's weird. Like, I thought when Stephen A. Jackson came on the block and he did that, man, for somebody in your position, the resources you have, the what you've done with your life, you fake as hell, bro. Like, you real niggas check in to where? To where it's poverty stricken? Where niggas is killing each other? So if real niggas check in, why you ain't stay there? Why you ain't stay in your hoods if that's what real niggas do? It's the illusion to keep us stuck where we at. That's what all it is. I think it's a bunch of weird shit going on. That's what I think, Cam. A bunch of weird shit. People in high places who, go do this, go do that. Keep this shit going on. Keep this going on. That's what it is. I think it's weird. Grown ass man. What?
Yo, so that was this guy named J Hood, a thug from around the way from O Block out there in Chicago. He actually called him Stephen A. Jackson. I'm about to call him Stephen A. Jackson. Stephen Jackson is a clown. And we've been saying this for the longest. 45 years old, very, very successful career in the NBA. Got drafted about 20 years ago over that. Played on the Spurs, won a championship, was a solid journeyman in his career. I would say he had a better career than Barnes. He won a championship. And now you're working for a big media mogul with this podcast on Showtime. You were formerly with ESPN. Why is he so obsessed with the projects in the hood? I mean, it's almost like that white kid who grows up in the suburbs and they're so infatuated with hip hop culture and they want to go to the projects, but even they not dumb enough to actually go. Like, I'm in a neighborhood and I know I'm in a bad neighborhood. I don't know anybody. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. You know what I mean? You go to the wrong neighborhood, you get robbed, shot at, killed, anything. You know what I mean? I almost wish they would have robbed him when he went out there to O Block. Like, hold up, you gonna come around us in this poverty-stricken disaster of a neighborhood. The hood is like quicksand. Everybody trying to get out that motherfucker. I don't know anybody in the hood struggling that's like proud of it, that, you know, wants to continue to be here. You got a couple of people that are brainwashed. I was born here, I'm gonna die here. I know some of those people. There are some people that are this project, like this hood rats. They were born in the projects, they're gonna die in the projects. But most of us who have been in that, you trying to get out of that. So it's almost like an insult when you see a millionaire basketball player who's traveled the world and there's nothing to do with this. You ain't even from this area, and you just out here just to be out here because a popular rapper is from here who died. That's insulting. And it's like Jay Hood was saying, you got all these resources. I can see if you come into the hood and you trying to get kids off the corner, you trying to start a boys and girls development club, you know, you trying to bring change to the neighborhood, start up a basketball program for them kids out there maybe. You know what I mean? But no, you just out there with 8 chains on your neck, posing with a bunch of boys half your age, throwing up gang signs, talking about, oh, I keep it real. I'm always in the hood. You know me, I'm Uncle Elroy from Next Friday. Yeah, I'm from the hood. I was gonna never leave. I got my check. I was gone. That's me. And I would think that's the regular mentality. And you help those that can be helped. But I don't see the point in coming back to the hood if you're not going to bring some resources that you have and actually help these people. Do you want to see other King Vons growing up in this neighborhood? Because I'm pretty sure there's other ones other than just him. There's plenty of King Vons, Chief Keefs, and all of them. And if you want to kind of stop that from happening, you got the power to try to make a change. You can't stop everything. But if you're not going out there to make change positively, then you just look like a clown. And the fact that he thought he was going to look cool with this and this was going to give him props, I'm like, bro, you're not 23 no more. You know what I mean? Like, this is a guy at the height of his career was gangbanging and going to clubs and doing all kind of silly stuff. Very young age, just for the hell of it, for no reason. That's not, you know, something that is to be proud of. But I'm glad this cat called him out, and hopefully he could stay his ass out of there. Keep doing your shows with Rachel Nichols and Matt Barnes, and right now he's got this whole anti-LeBron thing because he didn't want to be a part of this like social media vote campaign that LeBron and them was spearheading. But just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to come running to the hood to prove to everybody you tough. It's almost like he's got this inferiority complex. His whole life he's got to feel like a little man complex, little man syndrome. You feel like you got to go the extra mile to prove your toughness. And I don't like. You're a basketball player. You're an analyst. There's nothing tough about your occupation. Never was. You know what I mean? Like, this is not the NBA. These are not a bunch of guys that I guess going to push you and shove you if something goes wrong. You go into the wrong neighborhood, you get your shit blown off. And luckily for him, those guys were nice that day. You know what I mean? Those cats was kind of cool. But yeah, it takes somebody from that neighborhood sometimes to really put things in perspective. And hopefully he'll accept this criticism and take it for what it is. Because this ain't no regular person online like myself. This ain't no former ball player. This is somebody right there from that neighborhood telling you, like, bro, you fake as hell. Don't come over here for photo ops to prove to use us to boost your street credibility. Because that's what it was. I'm going to go out there and boost my street cred. But I'm like, what do you care so much about street cred? And you 45. You're 45 years old. And street cred is still a priority? Street cred ain't been a priority to me since I got out of high school. I could care less who think I'm hood. Like, what? That don't pay the bills. And street cred has never paid his bills. You got your money playing basketball and everything else in between. What have the streets really done for Steven Jackson? Or Stephen A. Jackson. That's what we're going to call him. Oh, what I affectionately call him O Block Jack. But, yeah, man. Hopefully he can get out of here with this shit, Lord. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about J Hood sizing up Stephen A. Jackson, O Block Jack.
Rockin' with time.